In World War I, the day before Christmas, there was a truce between the French and German soldiers of the Western Front. Although none of them had shared a common language, they risked climbing out of the trenches unarmed into no man's land simply to greet the enemy. Why would they consider trying? Many things, for example, the weather was very cold. You might think this is bad, but for the soldiers it meant stable ground. The once swampy trenches covered in dead bodies is now a smooth, icy path to walk across. This allowed troops to quickly escape gas that could kill them slowly and painfully, with little to slow them down.
Gas!
Run, there's
Oh god,
gas! Run, there's gas!
Gas mask, gas mask.
Medic!
Oh god. Ow. I can't breathe!
Give this man an Oscar.
Truces have been going on unofficially for months. Scouts on both sides chose to ignore each other as a sort of if I don't shoot you, you don't shoot me tactic. They did this because if they did fight, most men would die a meaningless death. Scouts rarely went out during the day, and visibility at night was so low that almost no fighting occurred. If the scouts were to fight, it'd be pointless, as no ground is gained or lost. The commanders did know about this. However, they also understood why the truces were important and let it slide. Just because the conditions were correct does not mean a truce was guaranteed. There were cases of soldiers coming out of trenches and being greeted with a hail of bullets. This was most commonly the answer Germans gave to the British soldiers. Often they took the opportunity to charge, knowing that the enemy soldiers would be shocked at the relentless murder of their friends.
Charge!
The main cause of the truces was the good and humanity. Without the power of words, songs, and friendly gestures, the truce would have never been possible. When the French or Germans walked out into no man's land, unarmed, it was the good and humanity that convinced these bitter enemies to lay down their weapons. While you may think it was awkward greeting someone you've been trying to kill for months, this was not the case. Many troops traded for food, cigarettes, and clothing. There's even stories of enemy troops playing soccer in no man's land. In conclusion, the good and humanity in the right circumstances allowed enemies to come together to celebrate Christmas. This shows the true power of words over violence.